Hi everyone, this is Carolyn Speaks, The State of Our World on Tuesday, February 16, 2021. So what is it, good, bad, or indifferent? All three. The coronavirus is still with us. We're getting closer to 500,000 fatalities in the U.S. of the coronavirus. I think we have about 27 million people who currently have the virus in the U.S. Hospitalizations are down, but we still have, I believe, close to 100,000 people in the hospital being treated for the virus. Number of daily cases is down. Number of daily fatalities is down. But we also have a number of new strains that have reached American, the U.S., United States, many states, and so we have to keep being um, aware of that and watchful so we don't uh, get any more strains coming in and kill people. If you have been vaccinated, received two vaccinations, that doesn't mean you're immune, especially from new uh, variations of the virus. So you have to be very careful. You have to continue to wear a mask. You have to continue to practice social distancing, and you have to continue to only go out when you need to and only socialize with people in your immediate household. Now, respect to the virus, they say about 40% of the fatalities could have been prevented. We put that blame squarely on our former President Trump and his administration, who didn't do anything. They called it a hoax, they called it fake news, uh, anything they could to avoid being responsible, holding super spreader rallies and parties and all kinds of stuff. So I blame for the virus fatalities in the U.S. on Trump. Also, in other countries, the prime minister of England initially said it was fake news, it was a hoax. Then he got the virus and almost died from it. Trump got the virus, and he was in pretty bad shape, but he got the best of treatment, whereas regular people did not get the best of treatment or any treatment. So we definitely have to hold him accountable for the virus, letting the virus come in here, not taking it seriously, saying it was the China virus. It is not. It was the American. It's the Trump virus. So we have to hold him accountable for that, and also the invasion of our capital on January 6, 2021. Now, um, also respect to the virus, as we mentioned before, the state of Israel has refused to provide any personal protective equipment or um, um, vaccines for those people who are in Palestinian territories, East Jerusalem, with the West Bank, and Gaza. I originally heard that they were letting 5,000 healthcare workers in the occupied territories get the vaccine, but I don't know if that has happened. But I think 2,000 doses of the vaccine was supposed to go to Gaza, and then Israel stopped the vaccine from getting into Gaza. So we have to hold Israel accountable because Israel is a super spreader. Uh, you don't vaccinate everyone, provide personal protective equipment for everyone, and treat everyone with the best treatment. That virus is going to spread to you. It's going to spread to Israel proper. So we have to really do something about that. It kind of fits in with the white supremacy we have here with Trump and his supporters. When they had the invasion of the Capitol, they were bringing in Confederate flags, uh, and they were out to lynch Vice President Pence because Pence didn't agree to help to overturn the results of the election. So that's not good. And we have white supremacy in Israel because if you're Palestinian, you're not Israeli. You don't have favorite treatment if you're a Palestinian. If you're a Palestinian, you're an Arab, and Palestinians can be Palestinians can be Muslim or Christian, so they just lump everybody together. They don't like Palestinians because they took their land, and they don't want any one coming after their land. They don't want to give it back. So definitely is a problem with the Palestinians and white supremacy among Israelis, and it's a big problem. If you live in Israel and you come from, let's say Western Europe, the United States, Canada, you're considered okay. But if you are Hebrew and you come from an Arab country, not so good. They don't like the Arab countries, the Arab people in Israel. So that's not very good. Now, we have to really change. It's very hard to change the minds, hearts and minds, but that's what has to be done. We give them lots of money, and we give Israel lots of money, but give very little money to the Palestinians. That really has to change. We need to treat everybody with dignity and with respect, because that's the only way we're going to get some good results here in the world. We have over 3 billion people in the world, and United States is about 300 million. Israel is several million. Not very much. Gaza has 2 million, but they're treated like outcasts by the Israeli government. So something really has to change in order to make things better for everyone. Otherwise, we're never going to have peace. So, okay, that's my thoughts for today. On a lighter note, how about a little music? How about a song? Okay, the song I'd like to sing today is it's a song written by Tom Springfield, who created a music group called the Springfields with his sister Dusty. And this is a song that he wrote, and but the Seekers sang it. I don't remember if Dusty ever sang this song, but, or maybe she did. Okay. There's a new world somewhere they call the Promised Land, and I'll be there someday if you will hold my hand. I just need you there beside me, no matter what I do, for I know I'll never find another you. It's a long, long journey, so stay by my side. When I walk through the storm, you'll be my guide. If they gave me a fortune, my pleasure would be small. I would lose it all tomorrow and never mind at all. But if I should lose your love, dear, I don't know what I'd do, for I know I'll never find another you. Okay, that's another you. Actually, Dusty Springfield did sing that song, and I think it's a nice song. It's an old song, and hope you enjoyed it. Now, remember, wear that mask. Only go out when you have to. Practice social distancing. And remember, kindness goes a long way. Goes a very long way. Thank you for joining us this evening, Tuesday, February 16, 2021. I hope to be back again tomorrow evening for another meeting of Carol Ann Speaks, The State of the World. Thank you. Stay safe. Good night.